Hey guys, it's Kaz here, and today I'm going to be using these Sennelier oil pastels. So here's the thing, I did a haul video not too long ago. Yeah, that haul was not recent. I filmed this video in April. I just really can't be arsed to do voiceovers. So yeah, I will link it in the cards though. I did talk about getting these. So I got these Sennelier oil pastels, super cheap, £7, 5p. This is the iridescent set, so it's like all shiny colours. And I don't necessarily use a lot of shiny colours in the sort of artwork I do, but at that crazy cheap price I had to get these. It's got black and white in as well. And I wanted to try Sennelier oil pastels because I've heard they're the best, and guess what? They're the best. They're so soft and so nice. And I was content with just that little packet. I have Crayola oil pastels, I have some De La Rowney oil pastels, and they do a good job. So for example, this I did in the Crayola oil pastels, which were £1.49 for a 12 pack I think, and they're harder than Sennelier's, and it means you can get all these nice textures in here. You can layer on top of it without necessarily blending. But where I have decided that I needed more Senneliers was because yesterday, well, the day before yesterday, I did, no, not that one, I did this, and I used the Crayola ones, I used the De La Rowney ones. I'm just grab a few to show you while I'm just talking about it. So yeah, I used these De La Rowney oil pastels, the Crayola oil pastels, and you just can't get the blend for skies and stuff with oil pastels that are this hard. They still have very good uses, I'm still going to use them a lot, but I did this, and as you can see, it's a bit bitty in the sky. You can see the white bits in between. There was a lot of bits I had to rub off, and then it leaves little gaps where you've rubbed off all the bits. But this black one here, and this gold, I used the Sennelier black and gold, and as I smudged it on I was just like, oh my god, I need more of these because they're so creamy and they're so nice, and I'm going to be able to blend properly with them. So for things like landscapes and sky and stuff, these are going to be a lot better. So I went and had a little look. I had a look on Jackson's, I had a look on eBay as well. It's always good to check eBay out because some people like to sell their old stuff that they've not even used. But there weren't very good prices on there. In fact, some of the ones on eBay, the new packets, were more expensive than Jackson's. But then I went on Amazon, and I know some people have problems with Amazon, but it was £10 cheaper on Amazon than it was on Jackson's, and I had free delivery, so I'm not going to say no, am I? So they have several different versions of this box. This is the Still Life assorted colours. I've not opened it yet, but on Jackson's I had I had three of them up. There was a landscape, there was the Still Life ones, and the portrait ones. And as I was looking at them, these ones caught my eye the most, the colours in them. And then when I looked on Amazon, those other two sets were more expensive on Amazon, but this one was £10-ish cheaper. So it was fate pretty much. And I've been talking for ages, so I'm going to open them. I've not opened them yet, they came today. And I'm very excited to get into this. So we have the little booklet thing that comes with the other one as well. Nobody cares about that. We have a bigger booklet. I think this is just about a bunch of different Sennelier products. Oh no, yeah, we've got the paints and pastels, oil pastels, so that's just all sorts of random stuff. Nobody cares. Here is what we're here for. Look at how nice this colour set is. And this is the Still Life one. But even though I wanted this for landscapes, the landscape one had a lot of greens in, but it didn't really have any sort of sky colours necessarily. Whereas these red ones, slightly purpley ones, the blue ones, this is going to be nice for like making sunsetty skies. So this one caught my eye the most. This is what they look like. And also, I'm just going to throw it out here right now, I'm really not a prolific oil pastel user. I haven't been using them for that long, but I couldn't say no to this. So I thought what I would do in this video, I'll swatch these all out first, but I'm going to just recreate this and try and use the similar colours, whatever I've got, and see the difference in blendability, and therefore just see how much better it looks. And yeah, that's what we're going to do in this video. So we're going to get onto swatching now, but first let's nip on over to a message from one of the spons, and then I shall be back with a lovely swatch and then a recreation of my art. I'm not a pro, I don't really know how to blend properly, so it might not even be that much better, but it's going to blend a lot better. But it might not be better. We shall see. I'll see you in a second. So on here, I'm just doing a super quick swatch of all the colours just so I can see what the colours are. So I can try and figure out what to use. Because obviously I don't have exactly the same colours as the original picture that I did a few days ago. There's a lot more darker colours on here, but we do have the blues, we have some reds, and I'm just swatching out the shiny ones here as well, just so I can see all of the ones that I've got and figure out what I'm doing with it. That white's a bit mucky, but it's fine. Also wondering if I can get some lighter colours, so maybe if I take this red and maybe mix it with the white. Like I say, I'm not a pro at oil pastels, so I don't really know what I'm doing here. I'm just sort of mixing it together. This white is very mucky though. So that is a lot more pink than the original colour. The only problem with these, they get very mucky. I don't know whether using a gold will work or not, because it's going to be super shiny. It might stand out too much from the picture, but maybe if I use it for like a sunset-y bottom bit, it might be fine. If I rub it enough, does it get rid of some of the shine? I don't know. We can use it. It kind of works. This blue as well could work. But yeah, that's where we're at the moment. A little bit of attempting to see what will work or what won't work. So it's definitely not going to be exact the same because we don't have the same colours, but I'm going to try and do the same actual picture. Even if the colours are just slightly different, it will still show the difference. You can already see how creamy these are compared to this. So yeah, just gonna dive right in. So I've decided to go with a slightly toned pastel paper, but I still marked the edges so it's the same size. I cut it to the same size, and I'm just gonna jump into this. I'm gonna watch them I Could Murder a Podcast and do this, and then we shall see the difference in results afterwards.
Hello and welcome back.
So yes, it is I from the future. As I said earlier, yeah, I filmed this video in April, but it's this very bit, this talking over it, that makes me leave these videos. Not gonna lie, I filmed several art videos in the past and just never got around to uploading them, simply because I make the video, I edit the video, and then it feels like too much effort to do this bit. But here we are. I saved this one. I thought it was a fun one. I liked the difference with the Sennelier and the oil pastels I already had, so I thought, let's salvage this. Not gonna lie, I actually forgot about this video maybe 2 or 3 times and then remembered again. And then I remembered again recently and thought, hey, let's sort that out. So yeah, as you can see already, straight away, these are so soft, they're so nice to blend. They're very messy, as you can see the bit of paper at the top of the screen, which I have to constantly rub my fingers on, otherwise the mucky colours would get into all of the other colours. But yeah, these just blend out so nicely. They're so soft. It's like using a lipstick to do art with. They're that soft, and they're also pretty much shaped like lipstick as well. But yeah, as you can see, they're really nice. I also just want to reiterate again, I mentioned it earlier, I am not an artist that knows how to use oil pastel. Is this wrong? Very possibly. Are you meant to rub them down into the paper this much? Who knows? But, you know, the whole point of this was to test out the blendability and to make a sky look melted into each other. So that's the technique that I'm going for, whether it is a real technique or not. But yes, anyway, let's move on and talk about something else. First of all, this picture, I think I found this image or something similar to this image just on Google Images, but I did change it up a bit. I believe that the lamppost was maybe on the other side, and I changed up a little bit of how the sky was looking, but references are your friend. I know some people like to think that you need to be so good at art that you don't need references, but that's just not a fact. References are never a bad thing, unless you're stealing them and selling them. Maybe not so good, but yeah, use references, whether it's your own photo, whether it's some sort of stock photo that you're allowed to use. And if it's practice, then to be honest, it doesn't really matter if it's just a random picture that you don't have any copyright to. If you're not going to sell it, if you're not going to do anything with it, if it's just for practice, do it. It's what they're there for. It's not really what they're there for, but you can use them. So yes, this image, I quite like the picture. I'm not 100% sold on the gold because it is quite shiny compared to everything else, but I guess it kind of looks like a sunset. But also I think I may have got the reds the wrong way around. I did a light red and then a dark red and then a gold. Is that correct? Possibly not. But like I said, I was making up the colours, so that's why they're probably wrong. Also, let me tell you guys, this video was really long. Well, this video is speeded up to 300% and cut down a lot. And this is why I get so scared of doing voiceovers, because I'm like, do I want to talk for half an hour? No, I don't. Do I have anything to say? No, I don't. But I cut it down as much as possible so you can still actually see what I'm doing. And I still have nothing to say, even though it's a lot less time to speak. So let's just speak about something else. How are you guys doing? What have you been doing? Are you enjoying the weather? I don't like it when it's really boiling hot, and it's going that way again, and it's not the best for me personally. I like it a little bit chilly. It's such a British thing to do. Oh, the weather, hey? I've got nothing to say. The weather, hey? But yeah, let me know down below. Are you enjoying it? Are you from a different country so you have a completely different weather? Let me know if you want. Don't worry guys, we're getting towards the end of this voiceover bit, and then I've probably got stuff to say afterwards in comparison. But all in all, yes, I will probably say it again at the end of the video, but I really enjoyed these pastels. They're so soft, they're so creamy, they're so nice. You can definitely build it up as well. I build it more a little bit in the clouds. Everything else obviously has been smushed down a lot and blended out to death. But you can also build on top of it to get a bit of texture there. They are quite sticky though. I have recently bought some proper Sennelier spray to spray over the top. I don't know how much it would actually protect it if they're quite, I can't remember the word, but when you use the technique and they're all stuck up and stuff and you've got texture, I don't know if it would actually work with the texture. But next image I do with these, I'm going to try the spray and see if it gets rid of the stickiness and protects it and doesn't get stuck. But here, we're at the end of this voiceover bit. Don't worry guys, it's really short. I'm going to shut up right now, but then also talk again in the video. So see you in a second. So here we go, the finished picture. It's not as bright as the other one because I didn't have the right colours. But let's see side by side. So first I'll bring this one up, which would use the harder pastels, the De La Rowney, the Crayola, and this is really hard to blend together. You can see the bits on here. Really bright, nice colours, but kind of hard to get that really nice blend. The water looks quite nice though, because there's a lot of white in here, so I managed to get that looking alright. There's that one, and then here is the one with the Sennelier oil pastels. So if you look at that blend, it is so much more soft. There is a little bit of texture here because this is textured paper and that one wasn't textured paper, so I couldn't really get the lines right here because it's so soft. So there's pros and cons of harder pastels and softer pastels. I would say the best combination of this would probably be using the softer Sennelier ones for the background and then use a harder one for maybe the land here, so I could get a harder line instead of it being so soft. But yes, I am very much happy with my purchase. The blend speaks for itself, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let me know down below what you think of this, whether you think the Senneliers are worth it. So I got the 24 pack. This one on Amazon on offer was, I think it was $32.75, but it's normally between £40 and £50, so I think I got a pretty good deal with it. And then obviously this one got an even better deal with it, £7 5p. So it's always good to keep your eye out and have a look around to see when stuff's on offer. So yeah, if you have any thoughts, feelings, words, leave them down below. And yeah, if this is your first video by me, oh also, they're very mucky. This is my rubbing off paper to get the muck off my fingers. So yeah, if this is your first video by me and you enjoy it, then please check out some of my others. Most of them are about books, but I am starting to add art stuff to my channel little by little. If you continue to enjoy them, then please subscribe, that'd be awesome. Anyway guys, I will see you in a few days with another video. Bye.